Hi guys, it's Rick from Ozark Living Homestead. It's Wednesday, September the 16th, right around 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Sun's just going down pretty good. Won't be long before it's dark, so I've got to get everything put up. But I haven't done any videos in the last probably 3 weeks or so. I'm not even sure how long it's been. And some of you knew that we were supposed to have a hurricane hit Florida, which is where I'm originally from. And we still have a home there. My wife was still there, and so I took off and went down, to make sure if I needed to secure the house or whatever, mainly to make sure my wife was okay. But before I could even get there, the hurricane just kind of fell apart. We got a lot of rain from it. Not a lot, but we got quite a bit of rain from it. And so it was kind of a wasted trip, but not a wasted trip. I hadn't seen my wife in a while. But anyway, I stayed for about a week, maybe a little longer than a week. And she took off a few days from work and came up. I drove back up with me because I actually brought a trailer full of furniture and stuff, and some more of my tools and things like that. That's not the way. Well, by the time we end up moving, I've been doing it ever since I've been doing this, not intentionally, but by the time we're ready to actually do the final move, there won't be nothing left to move because I keep bringing trailer loads up every time I come up. But I'm going back one more time. My last trip will be around middle of December, I think, because I own an enclosed trailer there that is packed full of stuff, and it's just sitting there waiting for me to bring up, and that will be my last trip back to Florida, and it's mainly to get my trailer and bring it up here, and then I won't be going back to Florida anymore. My wife, and I'll explain that in a later video, because there's a lot of changes happening, unplanned changes in our schedule, what we were doing here. I mean, we're still here, we're going to still be here, she will be here, but the times have changed. The time limits and all have changed. Anyway, I'll explain that in a later video. But anyway, here's a sort of an update on the goats, because I know some of you guys like the goats, and actually the little young one's in there. I think he's in there eating grain because these just got fed. But I put a front on this and actually put a door on this right before I left. I was rushed. It was actually the day before I took off and went back to Florida. Just kind of threw a front on there, put a door on there that we can lock. There he is. And because there's nobody here at night to watch these guys, and I don't have a guard dog yet. So they were locked in every night. They were locked in and then let out. The neighbor would let them out the next morning and take care of them. But I didn't want them just roaming out here in case coyotes come or something else came, and tried to get them. So, and he did a very good job. He was a nice guy. But anyway, the goats are doing really, really good. They won't back out. And here's the cat. It's kind of just taken up here, and I can't get rid of her. But she's not a bad cat, and she just kind of hangs around. And she does get a little pesky sometimes, one that gets in your way. But she's kind of took up here, and I can't get her to go away. Anyway, I've been back probably a little over a week now. Like I said, my wife came back with me, and she wanted to come see the grandkids, spend a few days with the grandkids. And she was only here for about 4 days, and she's been gone since day before yesterday. I actually have to take her. She flew back, and she's done that before. Drove up with me and then fly back. But I have to take her from here to Memphis, Tennessee to catch her flight, and that's a 2.5 hour drive. And she always books a flight very, very early in the morning. And so we always end up driving down to Memphis, staying in a motel, and then the next morning very early get up, and I get her to the airport because if any of you fly, you have to be there 2 hours ahead of time. And I told her, I said, you got to stop doing this. You're killing me. I'm with no sleep here. I said, then I have to turn around and drive back. But anyway, she does that so that way when she gets back into town, she has plenty of time to get adjusted and get her things done that she needs to get done before she goes back to work the next day, because she always schedules it that way so she can just go back to work the next day. But I've been kind of working around here trying to clean up the place and get ready. Cold weather, as a lot of you know, is coming, and I haven't gotten the house finished, and of course it won't be finished, but I should have enough of it to where it's livable inside. It's coming along pretty good. I need to get the back on it, but there are other things. And there's my wife's little toy project geo tracker when she was up here this time. And again, I'll explain everything, what's going on with her. She'll be up here more frequent, but she won't be living here for quite a while now. Again, I'll go through in another video when I have time. I'll actually say that. But anyway, this is our little toy project we've been working on for quite a while. We actually, I actually towed this thing up with my truck with a tow dolly, and but we got tags and the insurance on it, here in Missouri, and had 2 new tires put on the front, and a couple other things done. But we've been working on it ourselves, and we've got to have it some body work done to it. It has a new top that we actually had put on right before we took it out of Florida, because the other one did leak. And we used to have to keep a tarp over it while we were working on it, but we've got to have all the body work done, and then we're going to have it repainted. But it's just sort of a little toy, and she actually does a lot of work on it, believe it or not. She actually changed all the seats out of it and put new seats in there by herself. I came home one day, and in the driveway, there's 2 seats sitting in the driveway, and she's done put 2 new seats in there. I didn't even know she was doing that. And I was very surprised. She had my toolbox out there, and she done took the old seats out and put the new seats in. But she's pretty handy with things. When she wants something done, she gets it done. So she gets tired of waiting on me is what it is. But I had the tractor today because one of the things is the bush hogging. The cooler weather's coming, so things are starting to slow down as far as going. And I think now that if I get the bush hogging done, and go ahead and get it done really good, it's going to grow a little more before it gets too cold that it won't grow, and I think I'll be okay. And so what I'm doing is, I work on other things, and I'm going to be working on the house during the day and stuff, and that way once I get enough outside done, I can actually work on the inside, because I'll have light inside, and in bad weather I can still work inside. But in the late afternoons or whatever, when I'm tired, because I can just sit down on the tractor, I'm going to get on the tractor and do a little bush hogging each day until I get it all done. And when I've done that, started this afternoon here by the road. As you guys can see, this is where the goat pen's going to be. And I'm actually going to take, when I go tomorrow, I'm going to take the camera with me back in the back there, so you can actually see more of the property back there. The little pond back there, which is overgrown and has to be cleaned out, but you can see where I've done some of it and worked my way around. But it goes all past that clump of trees back down the other side of it. And but I'm gonna be doing this during the all right guys, hang on one second. Good morning. Sorry about cutting the video off suddenly like that, but I had a couple of neighbors that had just recently found out I was back and stopped in, and by the time we got through talking and it was pitch dark, so I didn't get to finish the video last night. But anyway, I'm gonna the chickens are following me. They think I'm fixing to feed them. They've already fed them, so they're kind of following me around. I've got quite a few projects going on, or trying to finish up some of the projects and actually start a new one, which I, in a way, probably shouldn't have, but I actually really needed to. I'm going to do another video later today, so this one's not too long. And again, inform you on some other things that are going on here at the homestead. you know, with myself, my wife, and again, don't anyone get any bad ideas or wrong ideas. There's no problem between me and my wife. It's just a matter of moving. You can't just pack up and move. I mean, there's a lot of things going on that you have to settle and before you do leave and stuff, and being fair to other people before you do leave. And unfortunately, I have to be here to build the place, and she has to stay in Florida and handle some of those things. And plus, she's still working. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I just wanted to come back and explain what happened and get this one up, and then I'll make another one later today. And like I said, I've got a lot of projects going on that I'm trying to get tied up. Some of them I'm not going to get done because I got to get back on the house before the really, really cold weather sets in. I can deal with the cold weather, you know, working outside. It's not a big deal. But the main objective is to get part of the house done, insulated, you know, get a bathroom in it and get everything in it where I can at least live in it. Because you'll find out later on in the video how me and my wife are going to do this, you know, being separated like this, to make it a little more comfortable for her, because she spent those 4 days, sorry about the guineas, they're just making a big noise. But yeah, she spent those 4 days or so in the camp. Well, she stayed in this camp before, she's camped in it or whatever. She said, but she got to thinking, there's no way she could live in this camper until this house was finished. So she'd rather stay in Florida until I had enough of the house done. So again, I'm just rambling on. I've got so much to kind of update you guys on, and you know, so much going on that I want to say, but I just don't have a lot of time to get it all done. So anyway, I'll get another one done today and get it posted as soon as I can. All right, you guys have a nice day.